Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of CABE 2013. Let's give Linwood High School Afro-Latin Ensemble another round of applause. I'd like to announce that for those who need interpretation services, headphones are available, and you can see the interpretation team off to the side here. I would also like to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. And we'd like to let you know as well that if you'd like to join and sit with the digital team and tweet and text together, you can come to the front table here, and our goal is to reach 2,000 likes on CABE's Facebook page during the conference, so please join the fun. We'd like to thank our planning committee and the staff for all of their efforts to organize the conference. We know they do an incredible amount of work, not only during the conference, but of course before the conference. We hope that you're noticing some of the new things at CABE this year. We have the digital play zone and the Chinese pavilion in the exhibit hall. You have raffle tickets, vendor raffle tickets in your bag, so please fill those out and then take them to the exhibitors listed on the tickets. In addition, we have our very first official jam session today at 4:30 in the main lobby of the convention center. And on Friday in the exhibit hall plaza, we're going to be having our first poetry slam. That'll be from 4 to 5. We look forward to sharing our multilingual voices and our multilingual songs through these two events. I'd like to encourage you as well to purchase your CABE iPad raffle tickets for the daily iPad raffle, which is going to be held at 5 o'clock in the exhibit hall. Tickets are just $5, or you can buy 5 of them for $20. And there are other goodies to be won as well, including a vacation, a Caribbean vacation, and a CABE registration package for next year. Board members have these tickets. They're selling them. If you're a board member and you have tickets to sell, would you stand or wave your tickets or something so that people know where you are? And now we're going to have an action alert, and we're going to have someone come up and talk to us for a minute about that.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. Woo! Okay. So my name is Shelley Spiegel-Coleman. I'm the Executive Director of Californians Together. CABE, woo. That's a good one, okay. So CABE is an integral part of our coalition of 23 statewide organizations. And as usual, how many of you have been to a CABE conference before? Okay, keep your hands up. How many of you yearly sign a letter for us and leave it at the door? Oh, some hands went down. Okay, every hand in this auditorium has to look in your bag for a letter that says action alert. It's a 2-page letter. Look in your bags and listen while you're looking, because I don't have a lot of time. Our governor has proposed a whole new funding system for California schools. And with that new funding system, it's called the Local Control Flexibility Plan. And with that funding system, the plan is that everybody gets an equal amount of funding for every student. And then there would be a supplemental amount for English learners, poor kids, and foster children. On first blush, we're very, very grateful that the governor recognized that students have special needs, need to have extra funding to meet those needs. But there are some very worrisome things in the proposal. In the proposal, which people are not talking about, it states that a student who is classified as an English learner can only be classified for 5 years. Did you hear that? That means after 5 years, the student is no longer classified. The money does not follow the students. So, if a child starts in TK, at the end of 3rd grade, there'll be no more funding for English learners. Child starts in kindergarten, the end of 4th grade. Those of you who teach in the upper elementary, middle school, and high school, no funding behind English learners. That's a big worry with the proposal. The second is, in the current system, we have EIA, and students get funded if they're English learners, and the same student gets funded if they're poor. There is no double count with this current system, just one count for funding. The last piece is, you know, those of us who have the economic impact aid, and you all have that money is supplemental and must be spent on English learner services above the core program. This money, which would be a supplement, can be used for any educational purpose. Let me say that again. Any educational purpose that the district deems will meet the students' needs. There's no tracking of it. There's no accountability that it's over and above the base money, and the money can be used for anything. It goes into the general fund. The last thing that's worrisome is this proposal repeals the economic impact aid, which means the mandate for having ELACs and DLACs in your districts will disappear and no longer exist. That should cause you enough anxiety to sign this letter that's attached that we will deliver to your elected officials to tell them about what needs to be amended or changed in the governor's proposal. We'll collect the letters at the end of the general session. If you want another letter to circulate back in your district, come to our booth and we have extras. Please sign the letter today. Thank you very much.
Good morning, CABE. I'm Lori Olson, and I'm on the Executive Board of Californians Together with Shelley. And as you all know, a really crucial part of being a bilingual educator has always been being an advocate for our students and the community. And this is a moment with the Common Core standards rolling out when it is absolutely essential that we have a voice across the state, echoing in faculty meetings, in district meetings, in school board meetings, and in policy meetings on behalf of English learners. So I want you to reach into your bags and you'll find a little card that says, raise your voice. This is all our little palm card to keep in our pockets, keep in our purses, and keep handy when we need a little help being that kind of voice for English learners. Every day of the CABE convention, we're going to be highlighting a different message in this palm card that we want to have ripple out throughout the state. So the first thing is that the Common Core standards are a huge opportunity for us because in the standards, there are a lot of things that we have known for a long time are the right things to do for English learners. Rich oral language, language across the curriculum, active engagement, etc. And so it opens the door for a kind of teaching that we've had to fight very hard to be able to do it all under the current climate. So there's enormous opportunity. But we also know that any time a major reform rolls around, particularly one that is going to increase rigor and that doesn't speak to how we're going to ensure English learners get to really be supported to be part of it, that there's real danger. So that's what this palm card is about. It's to capitalize on the opportunities in the Common Core standards and to have a voice insisting that the supports be there for our students as the Common Core rolls out. So for today, the message I'm going to be giving you a little prompt about is really related to the fact that the kind of teaching that's called for in the Common Core of active engagement and collaborative work and shared inquiry and a lot of speaking and listening in across the curriculum where kids are actively using language for academic work, that is the kind of pedagogy that we've been fighting for a long time for our English learners. But it will only become a reality if, And so I want you to look at the bullets under the top section on the palm card. It will only happen if we insist that there be good professional development for all of our teachers on understanding language and how to engage English learners across the curriculum. It'll only happen if there's appropriate curriculum and instruction that makes way for that kind of teaching. So, what I would like all of us to do is to raise our voices in and across the state every time people are talking to us about the Common Core and what has to happen, to raise our hands, raise our voices and say, where's the professional development for all teachers on meeting the needs of English learners in the Common Core? And where and how are we going to get the materials and curriculum we need that makes this kind of education alive for them? So keep this palm card with you, and we'll have announcements throughout the conference about other aspects. Thank you very much.